Wars video game though.
They're doing wholesome.
Why can't he do both at the same time?
That's a really good question. He should have 2 monitors, one for GRYT and one for Star Wars.
Exactly.
Fun fact: some of our numbers are looking so good because I have my outdated iPad. It is only streaming. It's streaming 24/7, getting us rich.
That's great. The numbers are looking pretty good, Dustin.
Pretty good.
Compared to where we were previously, the number of watches and viewers has actually kind of gotten to a pretty decent
It's more
place
than
to
me.
where we're at.
I can say this. It's more than me now.
Top videos, number 31 with 87 views, which is a lot better than where we were.
Look at Dramaticals.
Yeah, so this is the
Look
part.
at
This is the
Dramaticals.
thing. I know.
Reads for you.
So here's what I want to say about this.
Whoa!
It's doing good, but I think it could do better. But let me talk about Ken Nichols is leaving.
Why, Kent? Why? We didn't even... Because I'm watching Into the Badlands?
No, because Kent needs to do some Kent stuff.
Oh,
And
hey,
we can't
Kent.
control Kent's life.
Kent,
Okay.
you do you, bro.
So...
We love you and we thank you for your time. Say something to Kent.
Kent, I love you.
Kent.
You're a solid person.
Kent.
Thank you very much.
You're solid.
As a rock, rock,
solid
rock, rock,
as
rock,
I rock, 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 rock. Can
Roll. Okay.
Okay, so here's my question.
Can I say something?
I've been asking
for
you
once
to.
on the show. Can I say one thing?
I was going to say.
Please, can I talk?
Could you say something? I was going to say, could you say something, Mike?
Please talk.
Please talk. That's what I was about to ask you.
Dustin, let's
Please
talk
talk.
about graphic design.
Please talk.
It's not in a good spot. This graphic design is not in a good spot.
What
Can
do
we
you
get
mean?
this to be bigger? Let's get this to pop up.
Let's view the channel. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Pop.
Pop. Okay, it's this thumbnail right here. The first thumbnail
Get to
from
know-
left to right here. So it looks like it says, get to rich. No, you don't.
2 is bigger. 2
Two
stands
is-
out. The 2 is the first thing you see.
No, that's not how it works.
Yeah, let your eyes go dead.
No. Human beings read from left to right.
Keep going.
Yeah, Western human beings read from left to right.
And up to down.
Yes. So right now, there's a subreddit that I subscribe to that Dead Open Don't Inside or something like that. And
Wow,
it's basically-
sounds real hot.
It makes fun of bad graphic design, and this is exactly the kind of stuff that they
Are
make
you
fun of.
a community member?
Of that? Yes, I am.
Maybe you could bring us up sometime. Gosh, this guy
That's
doesn't
what
think
I'm
about
doing.
it.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Behind my
I'm
back?
bringing it up in front of your back because look at this. This is
Get
just
to
bad.
know.
This is bad design.
Get to
what
get.
else is
Get to
bad?
get.
Let me ask you. What else is bad about this design?
Maybe you're in it too much.
Critique it. Nope.
Adams. I couldn't get rid of Adam.
It's hard to read.
Okay.
It is
Hard to read.
confusing.
Well, look over here. So the black and purple.
Okay,
one.
so let's go. Let's talk about this one, the third one, Dramaticals. So this is bad in a lot
That's
of
the
ways.
first time
This
I've
is
heard
bad.
somebody else say it, and
Yeah.
I really enjoy it.
Yeah, well,
more than I thought I
nice.
would.
So here's what's bad about this. It looks like it says reads GRYT for you, President Trump.
Grit. No,
President Trump's perfect phone.
Grit reads for you.
So this is what it looks like it says. No, but I'm saying this is what it looks like it says.
Oh, okay.
Reads GRYT for you, President Trump's perfect phone car. So that's what it looks like to the average person that doesn't know what the hell's going on.
Note to self: make room for the numbers.
Okay, yes, exactly. That's good. Absolutely, you got to do that. Okay.
I need to write that down.
All right.
Make room, for numbers. I got to write it down.
There are some just basic tenets of graphic design that you really want to pay attention to. And one of those things is making sure that it's readable from left to right in a very normal way.
Okay.
That's the clarity of the text is super important.
Okay.
We are just talking about thumbnails.
All right.
Okay. So the next thing I would say is let's go to this fourth one right here.
Okay.
What is bad about this one? What is good?
You
about
look
this?
like Hitler.
I do look very weird in that.
I
It's
didn't
very
see
true.
that until yesterday.
Very weird.
And I was like, oh, I didn't notice that
I think it
mustache
looks a
thing.
little weird.
Yeah.
The faces
I
do
went with-
not reflect what the show looks like.
I took it to the black point. I took black point all the way up, and that's what I was like, look at that!
No,
That's neat.
So do you know what the word grotesque means?
I know what it doesn't mean.
Yeah, what does it not
Pretty.
mean?
It doesn't mean
That's
pretty.
exactly right. So you want to make it look like the faces are kind of representative of the show. Looking at this right here, this looks like some strange alt-right basement show.
Isn't it
That's
though?
not, no, this is not the kind of show I want to be known
Oh,
as
me
at
neither.
all.
I don't either.
So, what do we want to do with this? I would say here's what you want to
I gotta
do.
change these. You're telling me I gotta change some of these.
Let's look at say the Daily Show. This should be a decent example of how to do good thumbnails. Look at that. Really nice thumbnails here. I would say
Political chaos in
Chaos.
I mean, it's all his
Just
white
'cause you
shirt.
don't know the
his
word
white
chaos.
shirt and that white letter. I
Okay.
mean, right? I mean,
you really can't read that. You really can't read that. So here's the thing that is consistent about these thumbnails. It's really nice, especially these ones down here. They have a black bar. They put the text over it. They left room for the numbers. They just make it very consistent. They show big pictures of faces. That's a huge thing about it.
I do that too.
Big pictures of faces, but look at how they separate them and make them look nice. So you have Trevor Noah's face.
I'm sorry, I don't have all of the technology.
No, you don't have to. All you have to do is just cut the faces into just put pictures of the faces there.
I can't do that on my phone.
Do you have a computer?
Yeah,
Remember we
but
fixed it a little bit.
A little bit, but
Yeah.
there's a big part of it that has giant cracks.
Yeah, you were trying to give it to me to put on the show.
I was trying to put it back here like
Yeah.
a monitor that has
No.
grit and the
Yeah,
background is
giant
lit up.
cracks, and it has cracks all over it.
All of a sudden, though, ain't it gritty because it still works?
Okay. Why not just make do your graphic design on that? Okay, let's look at another one. Here's the Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Here's the shoe one.
That's not bad, huh?
Well, there's just no titles on any of them.
Thank you.
That's not a compliment.
Oh,
It's just making it more confusing. The sweaty one right here is a little interesting, though, I'd say.
can you do that on your phone? No, I can't.
No, you can do that.
Oh, you can? Oh,
That's what he's saying.
oh, he is. You can do that on your phone. I
Johnny,
read it wrongly.
Johnny S., are you looking for a graphic designer? Because I don't know anyone. So that's nice.
Thank you.
It's nice of him to help out.
Because basically, I'm experimenting.
So, I mean, I think that this title card is fine
Really?
for most things. Yeah, because I made this.
Yeah.
I know how it works.
Oh,
So, like this one right here, the GRYT reads for you thing, like, people don't care when they see the subtitle, they don't care what GRYT is. You put the GRYT logo, if you put the GRYT logo, that is helpful for people.
there's a Halloween themed one. There's the one where he vomited rainbows.
Incredibly hard to read that one. This is too insane to read. I can't see.
That's one of our highest rated videos.
Yeah, but it's 93 views. We maybe could get like 300 views.
Look at this one. Look at the one with Rollo. Get Rich on YouTube. That looks good.
No, it
What?
doesn't. Are you serious? You still think that looks good compared to like everything else that we watched?
That was hard to do.
It doesn't matter how hard it was.
But I made look, everybody's face, even Adam. 28
Even Adam.
roses and thorns. You can't see thorns because of numbers. Remember the numbers.
But there's no contrast. It's like
No, I
it's
know.
just
Everything
on the
looks
eyes.
like it's just too crazy to understand.
We got all of our faces going, what?
Look at the Reverend Aurora one right there. That's insane. Like I can't
Pretty
see
insane
anything.
in a good way or bad?
Bad. I
What
can't
about
see
Get Rich on
anything.
Patreon?
That's
That's
better, but it's still not great.
Yeah.
Get Rich number 24 with Mark Mikola was Bob and Hearts Abishola was one of our highest rated ones.
Also, very hard to tell what the hell's going on.
It's over a red line.
Oh my god, look at this one.
Look,
The
yeah,
Big
you
Burger one. I
look
can't
at
tell
that smile.
anything.
You can see my smile in the 23.
I can't see it. It's insane.
Oh, I thought that was funny.
No, it's insane.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Look at this one. Get Rich on YouTube.
Still too hard to tell what's going on. You gotta make this stuff simple and clear.
All right.
That's the thing.
Okay.
So, again, I want to make sure. Oh my god, another
Well, I started going with the gold bricks, and that's too hard.
way too hard.
But look, I started with using my finger. Look at these.
Mm-hmm.
And writing them out with my finger.
Yeah,
So we've improved. I'd say we've improved.
kind of. But I would say that also when I look at this, the other impression that I get is you've done a fucking amazing job of getting these videos up there all the time. The CLiPisodes and everything that you've done has been pretty amazing. But at the same
You didn't
time,
even realize we had so many videos.
I mean, I did, but because I do look at this a lot.
But when
But
you look at it, it's like
Good
it's a
reach
body
for
of
you.
work.
it's just really nice that you're doing this. But this is definitely where we have to what is GRYT? When people see this, if they're a stranger, they don't know what GRYT is.
But GRYT is almost better than Get Rich on YouTube because that seems like it's like, oh, a Get Rich scheme, which we are.
But here's the thing about the content for that is that nobody cares what GRYT is. They don't care. A stranger scrolling by,
that's
that
our brand,
thing doesn't matter. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Somebody scrolling by is not going to care about that at all. You're not even reading now.
Well,
a vacuum cleaner? Is GRYT a bottle of water? We don't know what GRYT is.
You're making it so interesting that I think we should check it out.
So look, the thing that's interesting about it is founder's deposition.
And it's in there.
And that it's read live. But that's on this description. We don't care about that. An audience that's scrolling by does not care. We want to grab somebody that doesn't have any idea of what this stuff
like the
is.
rainbow vomit.
No. I mean, that picture is fun, but that picture should be like half of that and then put the text on the other half. You know what I mean?
I feel like you could even just create a band that says Get Rich on YouTube, like a band graphic that you could just put at the top of every video.
What about this one with my hands? When we're doing the Illuminati thing over...
No, it's too hard to tell what's going on.
It's pretty nice, I thought.
I think, like Dupree said, the Patreon one is like kind of the clearest, but it still is not great because these faces are like weird. It just doesn't look right.
Your face is... Okay.
Yeah, I know my face is weird. Yeah, I'm not arguing that.
I got defensive.
Lives.
I got defensive.
But when you're creating content, you gotta make sure that you're not putting your own filter over it. When you're creating something, it's gotta be for the common person that has no idea what's going on. Because they don't know who you are, they don't know who I am, they don't know who Adam is.
Like Dustin Wayne Superstar, that one's a good one.
This one is better because it looks like an artistic graphic. It looks like an artistic thing.
Thank you.
But still, it still is like,
look how the white cuts. Look how the white cuts off loop or star, makes it like helps you pronounce it.
But the thing is that if you put any of your own stuff on the graphic, if you put any of your own perceptions on the graphic, then you have failed.
Well, then I've never succeeded then.
Well, you're not a graphic designer and you're learning how to do it. That's why we're talking about it.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't mean to get defensive again.
That's part of it, though, is that when you're creating stuff, and that goes for anything that you're creating, you cannot put your own stuff on it. If you put your own stuff on it, you fail because that means that you're expecting your audience to get context that they have no idea of. Just if you're making a song, and you're like, well, this one is about this thing in my life, and it makes it way better if the audience knows about that. They won't know about it. There's no way for them to know about it. They have to be able to get it from only what they're perceiving from the thing itself, not anything else. Creating good art means that a stranger can view it, listen to it, or whatever it is, and understand it. You have to make it understandable to anybody. You cannot be something that you're like, well, they just didn't get it because they didn't try hard enough. That's not up to the audience to try.
Usually they're jealous. That's what I say.
The audience shouldn't be asked to try hard to understand what you're doing.
They shouldn't be jealous either.
Yeah, of course. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That's why they don't watch our videos, because they're jealous.
Okay.
Yeah, but you also have to think you're competing with everything on the internet, with every other YouTube video.
Yeah.
So making it as consistent and eye-catching as
Adam,
possible.
put your face in there. Nobody has the context.
Well, here's the thing, Adam. To yes and you, that's why my things are so different. I'm not trying to conform to Mike's everybody else's standards.
But you are because you're trying to monetize.
The thing is that what we're trying to do is create something that anybody can enjoy, and in order to do that, we have to give context because nobody is psychic. Nobody can jump into our heads and understand what we're trying to do. They can only understand what we are doing, what we literally are doing. And yeah, if you want to get rich, just like Dupree says, then yes, you have to make it so other people can understand what you're doing.
How am I supposed to understand if they understand?
Then you get more viewers. You get more people that like your page. You get more subscribers. You get more people that like the thing that you're creating because it's good content. But context is the king of creating good content. If you don't have the context, then nobody will get it.
I hear
Do you? Are your
I don't like what I'm hearing.
Are your
right
feelings
here.
hurt?
No, I just don't. I don't.
You don't what? You don't agree?
I just don't know how to do any of what you're saying.
You do though because you've done it many times.
So what did we learn then?
What do we learn?
What did we learn on
did you
today's
learn?
show? I learned remember the numbers.
Yeah. What else about graphic design?
Keep it stupid. Keep it simple, stupid.
Yes, absolutely. Keep it simple, stupid. And that is one of those sayings that's there for a reason because that
Because
does.
they're stupid dozens.
No, because it's just that's. But I will say that having that discussion in the past for me to understand what I'm trying to impart right now, it actually does hurt your feelings if you don't understand. It makes you feel kind of bad when you're trying to understand. When you're trying to understand creating something and giving context, it feels like you're asked to abandon your own.
Like put that on and put GRYT over it, right? I mean, that...
No, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. You're trying to create a thumbnail for us right now.
You gotta make a face though.
Yeah, but what kind of? I mean, you want to do this right now? You just because I got like 5 minutes.
Can you just
so
smile?
But I mean, the thing is though, is that being an actor, being a musician, being a content creator in any kind of way, you have to understand that people only get what they see. And I know that seems like a dumb thing to say, but it really is one of the most important things to understand about creating any kind of art, is that people are not going to understand anything unless that they're shown it.
Or they have boobies on the front page. If they're like a hot girl going, oh la la.
That's a great example.
You'll click on it and then there's that girl's not in it at all.
It's exactly what I'm talking about. Like the boobs people get it immediately because it's super simple, right?
So you're saying put
Super
boobs
clear.
on all of our things?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
But you're saying that you're like having a hard time understanding. But I really think that you do get this.
I'm understanding it.
You've created a lot of art, a lot of times that lets people understand with the context built into it. People understand it.
Well, my album covers were always done by somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair.
Yeah. But I'm not even talking about just graphic design. I'm talking about everything across the board, you know? Like, if you're an actor and you're going out on stage and you have a performance that's not that great because you had a cold that day, does the audience give a shit?
Maybe.
Okay, but what would be the reason the audience would give a shit?
Cause they go, oh.
What would be the reason for the audience to give a shit if they did
vulnerability?
give a shit? Explain what you mean by that.
Hey guys.
But the idea is like you're not telling them.
Right, you're not telling them.
That you have a cold.
Right, and why would you? You're going out to do Shakespeare and you have a cold and you're giving a less than stellar performance because you have a cold, or you're expecting people to feel bad or understand what you're going through. They don't. They will never understand that.
Unless it's like the title is Shakespeare with a cold.
Right.
You know?
And then you have the context built into it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But if it's just, we're doing Macbeth, we're doing whatever, then
I think it's why people don't get the Looper Star thing, because I didn't.
I do agree, because people don't understand how awesome what you're doing is, because you're not. No, I'm serious. I'm 100% serious, because when you were doing it at the ant hall, people were not understanding what you were doing because you were not giving them the chance to understand what you were doing.
I agree with that.
Then you have to build in the thing that gives people the context. Just like how we try to do with this show every week, is that we try to give people the context of what we're doing with the show. But we have to constantly give people the context.
Yeah.
We have to constantly clue people into what's going on in the show.
People like Johnny Five, they just don't get it.
Johnny Five gets it. Oh, he gets it. For sure. 100% he gets it. But anyways, that's it for today. Let's move on to our final thing for the night.
Which is
everyone's going to say the same thing on 3. Ready, everybody? On 3. 1, 2, 3. I want Dustin to get rich on YouTube! That's it.
Thorn! We didn't do roses and thorns!
Rose? We didn't do roses and thorns.